Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be making my bestseller on Etsy, which is the spring wreath, the one with the yellow roses and white cherry blossoms. So I'm just going to run through some materials now for you. So we've got some ficus leaves, a 12-inch rattan wreath ring, some eucalyptus that we're going to break off, some frosted fern. We've got some cute little white cherry blossoms with extra foliage on, so that'll bulk it out a little bit. Got these lovely yellow spray roses, so we're going to use 4 of them in the design. And these cream berries, they're so cute. These you can chop them off. I usually use 3 in these designs. And then we've got lamb's ear, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love lamb's ear. And then we've got some snowberry, kind of like it's foliage and flowers in one really. So that'll bulk the design out as well. So you're going to need some twine to attach to the wreath ring at the top, so the customer can, or yourself, whoever is, I normally add it for the customer, but if you're going to be making this at home, you're going to need some twine to put onto the top of the wreath ring. I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. And then the standard materials as well you're going to need is some scissors to cut the twine, some wire cutters, and I usually measure out the size of my wreath, you know, from leaf tip to leaf tip, just to make sure that it's what I've put on my Etsy listing. But obviously if you're going to be making this at home, you can make it to whatever size you want. So you know, you don't have to make it on a 12-inch wreath ring. You can make it on an 8-inch, a 10-inch, a 14-inch. You can make it to whatever size you want, but then just bear in mind, around the outside, when you start putting in your foliage, it starts to make the wreath bigger. So mine is a 12-inch wreath ring base, but then it usually ends up being 20 to 21 inches when it's fully made, so it's quite a big wreath actually. So we're going to chop off the ficus leaves now with the wire cutters. So I'm just going to measure roughly 20 to 21 inches, just because I need to figure out how big to do it for the customer, because this one is for a customer order. So we're going to put the frosted fern. We've got 4 pieces of this. Usually it comes with, I think it's like 2 or 3 pieces to 1 sprig. So I've cut it with the wire cutters into 4 sections, and we're going to have 1 on either side. So two on the top, 1 on either side, and then 2 on the bottom to even it out. Just going to glue these into place now. So as you can see from the video, it is quite a visual video, so I'm not going to ramble on too much. But I'm just going to grab the cherry blossoms now and put these in, and I'm just going to leave you to it so you can enjoy the video. So I'm just going to use the lamb's ear now. So I usually use 1 stem, and that divides up into 5 pieces if I cut it correctly. So I do use 5 pieces in this wreath. So if you do have some lamb's ear, try and figure out where you are going to cut it, just so they're kind of all equal length. And some are not, some of the leaves are not like more bushier than the others. And I just twist it up at the end, and then that's where I'm going to glue it at the end, and then put it into the wreath ring. Don't forget, if you are enjoying the video, please like, comment and subscribe, and if you think others might be interested in watching the video, please share to them as well. So once I've done all the wreath on the front, on the back, sometimes you get some little bits of like wire poking through and stuff like that. So it's just to clean up the back really, to make sure that there's nothing sticking out or it's a bit unsightly. So I take the same Iike sleeves and I just cut just below the leaf stem, and I cut a few bits off that. And what I'm going to do with this is we're going to hot glue it onto the back, basically where there's any wires sticking out or anything like that. Obviously I'd trim them right back first, but it's just that sometimes you can see it through the rattan wreath base, so it's just to tidy it up and make it look presentable. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a little piece of stem that I've picked off another flower and then dab it down, because it's really hot, the glue, when you're sticking it down. So I just put a bit of glue on the back of the leaf and then I dab it and like nestle it into the wreath ring at the back, just so you're not burning your fingers, because I'm constantly burning my fingers and they're just full of burns and so clumsy sometimes. What I do again is I go into any of the parts on the inside of the wreath and in between any of the flowers of the actual design once it's all done, just to finish it off. If there's any glue popping out or anything like that, I like to have it all covered and sealed, just to make everything perfect. And I do notice just at the top there's a little bit of a cap, so I'm going to fill that in a minute after I've done this video, just in case anyone says to me in the comments, oh, you've missed a bit out. I know, it'll be fine, it's for a customer, so I want it to be perfect. I'm a bit of a perfectionist like that, so I'll do that in a second. But doesn't it look so pretty? I love it so much. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials and videos, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.